Hello guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, clicking on this video to watch right now. How are you doing? How are you? I hope everybody's keeping safe. To my returning subscriber, you already know how I feel about you. Thank you so much. If today is your first time of seeing this face, you're highly welcome. My name is Ujunwa Okeke. I'm the intercultural communicator. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber who lives in the United States of America. I create content around education, vlog from time to time, help people who do want to come to US to study. So that's a little bit about myself and this channel. If you want to know more, click watch some of my videos and understand what this channel is all about. If you love what you see, if you love the content, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, comment, engage in the comment section. Let's keep this tide rolling. So guys, today I'll be talking about the step-by-step approach towards getting your master's degree or even securing your F1 visa. Okay, step by step. To be honest, people, you do not need an agent. I am telling you, you do not need any agent whatsoever. Securing admission is easy, is easy peasy. It's as easy as reciting ABCD, trust me. But when you've not done it before, and I think this applies to most of the things in life, when you've not done it before, it looks so big. You're like, can I do it? Can I do this? Can I do? But trust me, once you start, you see that you can even do it and start coaching people on how to do it. I know a lot of people that have that same thought. They're like, oh, can I do this? But once they've started, they'll see that it's easy. So without wasting much time, let me get into the step-by-step. There was a video I did where I did like a step-by-step, but I attached the cost, like an estimated value. But today I'm just going to list out things that you're expected to do. Okay, so most schools, the thing that I'll be talking about in this video today is like things that are applicable to most of the schools, right? So for me, and this approach, this step-by-step approach that I'll be analyzing today is what I used, right? And bear in mind that people watching me right now, you mustn't follow this approach from A to B, or from A to Z rather, but just know that these are the things that you are still going to do at some point, right? So so the very first one, when I started my master's journey, when I wanted to come to the USA, like far back in 2016. It's been a long time, right? Yeah, it's 2015, 2016. That was when I started. The very first thing that I did, guys, was I started looking for schools, right? I did my research and I found the schools that I wanted. After finding the skills that I wanted, I also looked for their requirements. Then I now found out, okay, this school needed a GRE, they needed my original transcript, they needed a recommendation. Okay, these are the things that I found out that my school needed. These are the three main things that my school needed. I was like, okay, how am I going to approach these three things? Then the second thing that I went ahead to do after seeing all this requirement was I started going for my transcript, because I went to Nnamdi Azikiwe University. Shout out to the Zikites in the house, okay? I started going back to school, and as of that time, I was staying in Abuja, and my school is in Anambra State, right? I started going back to Oka to do my transcript, because you have to go to the bank, you have to go to your department, you have to go to the admission office, you have to do some payment. Like, it was just a rigorous process, right? So I started that, making contact, went back to school and did all that. And I even had to tip some of them. It was when I came to America and I realized that, okay, tipping is actually a culture in this place. But then when you want to do something, this person will be like, I'm gonna find us recharge card, I'm gonna find us this. I think that's their way of tipping, or that's I think that's tipping to them, right? So thinking about it now, I'm not even offended, because these people here, these Americans, they do their food chairs. Like these Americans here, they do their food chairs. Like they're like, oh yeah, tip. Some people even go to a restaurant, when you don't tip them, they frown their face and they give you attitude at the end of the day. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. So I started tipping people. I didn't say tipping. No, so I gave people recharge card, you know, like just water the ground for myself. And the process of my transcript started after the whole thing, which took some time, and I had to give them the address. I applied to 3 schools, right? And I had to give them the addresses of this school because they have to mail it with DHL. I have the secretary in my department, you know, at that time she was my friend, and she was also in August, so she was helping me keep an eye on it and going to check in. So yeah, I did that. After doing that, I know that that is out of the way. I know that my transcript is being processed and everything. And please guys, bear in mind that I did not just send my transcript, right? I've already created an account with these schools. What do I mean by creating an account? Like I've put my name, my email, like I've filled something, so they already know that okay, this person is on, right? That there is a profile for me, there is an account for me. So then I gave them the addresses to send the transcript. When I was in the process of sending the transcript, I traveled back. The third thing that I did was I started preparing for my GRE. I started reading intensively for my GRE. I think it took me about 2 to 3 months to get ready for my GRE. You know, reading intensively. It was during my live video. If you've not watched that, please do well to go and watch it. People gave some resources, WhatsApp group. I think I'll be reaching out to those people to get that information. Probably I will do a video on that, right? People nowadays there are WhatsApp groups, there are a lot of resources that you can use and prep for your GRE. As of that time, I didn't know of these resources, right? So I was prepping with a friend of mine. Shout out to Kebunte if you're watching. I was prepping with a friend of mine. I go to her place, she comes to my place, you know, we just do practice. She puts me through something. So what I will advise you to do, please, I don't know how you study, I will advise you find a study buddy. It actually makes it fun because GRE is one hell of exam. Take it from me. Yeah, so I will advise you get a study buddy or find all these WhatsApp groups or Telegram groups. I hear that there are a lot of Telegram groups now. Find all these Telegram groups, WhatsApp group, you know, join them and just find like study buddies, study partners, whatever. So you see people that you're looking up to, people are looking up to you, you know, you're motivating yourself and encouraging yourself. Yeah, so that is very important. While I was doing that, I was still also filling my application, making sure that I'm being kept up to date. And as I was prepping for my GRE, the next thing that I did was I started contacting my professors, right? I was telling them, oh, I am doing this, I am doing that, you know, I want you to be my recommender, you know. I reached out to them. I didn't wait till the last minute to tell them, hey, come and be my recommender, come and write one powerful killer recommendation letter for me. No, what I did was I told them ahead of time and I kept reminding them. I even had like one, hey God, I even had like one of my professors. He told me that I should send him card, that he doesn't have internet access, blah blah blah. It was just a whole story altogether. And you know how if you're applying for admission, they want these professors to send it with their official email address. It's not Nkechi at Gmail, no, Nkechi at nayu.com or something like that. It has to be official because here in the US, all their emails, right, the professors, it's official. Even you, when you come in as a master's or PhD student and you're a teaching assistant, research assistant, you're going to have an official email address that is attached to the school, right? They wanted to feel the same vibe. So that was why they said that any recommendation letter must come from the official email address of the professors writing this recommendation letter for you. So one of my professors, he has not even activated his official address. So hey God, I can't remember. I had to go back to school because they stopped speaking my calls. It was just a crazy thing. I even professor, it was when you're like, I think that trip took me like 3 days. I'm not exaggerating, guys, to get this problem rectified. It was when I was coming to his office every morning and I had to contact the IT people in the school. Then I had to activate it. Like, it was just a whole lot. He was not telling me, when the vice chancellor gave them this, that he has not, just a story that I don't even understand. but I was the person that made that particular professor of mine to activate his official email address. He now wrote the recommendation. The other of my professors said, okay, write something and give me. It's very common. Some people might tell you, write something and give me, put it in your own words, right? I'll go through it and just put it like that, because some of them, when they are writing it, they might not write what you want them to write, you know. So I wrote for one of my professors. The other two, they wrote it themselves. And yeah, so I did that. I was still prepping. I wrote my GRE. Another thing that I did was I started working on my statement of purpose, right? Like I said in my previous video, statement of purpose is what you have the greatest control over. Trust me, I can't emphasize on this any less. You know, you have a very great control over it. You can give people to help you go through it, you know, because you are writing it in a relaxed environment. Unlike the GRE, it's being timed, you are anxious, like a lot of things are going through your brain. But this particular one, you're relaxed, right? You're writing. Even if you're not good at writing, you will write, you will rewrite, you know, something like that. So I was writing it. I gave it to a lot of my friends. Shout out to one of my friends, Obina. Thank you so much. Obina helped me went through it, and yeah, boom, it was ready. And at the end of the day, I had everything that I needed. My GRE was ready. My recommenders, they've written their recommendation letter. My transcript was already inside my cooling inside my account, because once it gets delivered and everything, you'll be tracking it. You have a tracking number, and once the school receives it, you are going to see, because you've already opened an account. That was why I said make sure you open an account before you start processing your transcripts. Okay, you've already opened your account, so you'll be monitoring it. Once the school receives it, what they do, they upload it immediately into your account, so you can be able to see it and see the check mark of the things that they've received. You can also be able to see which of your professors or your recommenders have submitted their letters, right? So it's always good to keep track of these things and check your account, your profile from time to time. If you see that the deadline has approached or is approaching and one particular person has not done, you know, you put fire in the person's nyash and like, Oga, I beg, help me and do this thing. So yeah, these are the steps that I took, and at the end of the day, I met my deadline. I was not rushing. Like, I think I even submitted like 3 weeks before the deadline. I'm not exaggerating, guys. At the end of the day, I met the deadline, and yeah, I was good to go. I decided to make this video to encourage people, because just to tell you that you can do this. It's not as difficult. You just have to apply some time management skill. You have to be very patient, and you have to stay positive to know that you can do this. It's not difficult. It's not different from any achievement that you've gotten in your life, right? You just need to know the right things to do, and these are the clear steps that I've listed out for you all today. You do not need an agent. To be honest with you, you can do this by yourself. You can really do this by yourself. So yeah, tell me in the comment section. I know a lot of people have come, a lot of people have gotten the admission. Tell me in the comment section what stage you are in right now. Have you gotten? Are you still applying? Are you keeping faith alive? What's up? What is happening? People who have done this process before, tell us the steps that you took and all that. And like I said earlier, this step mustn't be like from A to B of, you know, like this, but these were how I followed mine. And at the end of the day, it turned out great. It turned out great. I'm sending love. I'm encouraging you. Keep being positive. Keep looking for schools. Keep submitting that application. Keep going for interviews. At the end of the day, you're definitely going to be happy that you took this bold step of improving yourself and adding value in your life. Okay, so drop your comments in the comment section, and do not forget that. Love you guys very much. Mwah. Bye guys.